Have you ever needed your tools to do something just a little different? Composio already offers a range of powerful apps and actions, but sometimes you need to go custom, integrating your logic, authentication, and specific actions. In this guide, we'll show you how to create a custom Gmail action to draft a reply to an email thread. The prerequisites are simple. We need Gmail integration and a connected account. This is what a custom action looks like. You use the action decorator to define the custom action. Specify the app name for configuration details like the base URL and authentication injection, and name the function to match the action. Next, define the parameters here. This is how you specify action, parameter, and return content description, so LLM can understand it. This is where the main logic resides. The execute request method is used to make the API calls. Here's what it accepts. First is the endpoint. You don't need the entire endpoint because the base URL is prepended automatically. To find the base URL, go to your Composio account. Navigate to connection info and check the very bottom for the base URL. Next is the method. This could be a post or GET request. Parameters like the body and connection are optional. Here's an example from GitHub. This is the endpoint. And this is the request type. Let's see it in action. A new project is created. A .env file is set up to store environment variables. And a virtual environment is created to isolate dependencies. Now let's execute the custom action using an LLM. The Composio toolset is initialized with an entity ID, in this case, Abhishek, as this is the entity ID that was used to connect the account previously. Here's the custom action definition. Tool name is Gmail. Action name is createDraft. And parameters like thread ID and body are included to make the API call. This defines the action description, parameters, and return type. This is the request body, and this is how the request is made to the endpoint. As previously mentioned, the base URL is prepended automatically. Only the endpoint path is needed. This is the request type, and this is the request body. Here's a simple example. Replying to a thread with ID this, saying, "Sure." This is what the email looks like. Let's execute the action and see how the draft is created. As you can see, the draft has been created. Let's see the same process using a direct function call. Here, these parameters are passed, the thread ID and the message body. This is how the draft is created.